Hello friends, Brett Thomas here, and on behalf of the Conscious Business Coalition, I want to welcome you to this next video in our series. I hope you enjoyed the video Empowering Conscious Entrepreneurs, and we're really excited to be presenting the valuable content in this video today. This video is entitled Your Platform for Positive Impact. This information is going to be really helpful if you're a small business owner, a consultant, a coach, a social entrepreneur, a facilitator, an advocate of any kind. In fact, we have people from all walks of life, from teachers to artists to ministers to physicians, and really everything in between that have joined the Conscious Business Coalition and are benefiting from learning how to create a business or even a nonprofit for that matter that has a positive impact and also is economically sustainable and produces financial rewards for sharing your gifts with the world. I've been a conscious business coach for over 20 years now, and back when I got started in business, it seemed like many people were choosing between meaning on the one hand and money on the other. For many people, even today, it seems that you have to make a choice. Do you want to be happy, or do you want to have money and be successful? Do you want to do what you really love and pursue your passions and give your gifts to the world in creative and fulfilling and satisfying and meaningful ways on the one hand? Or do you want to work for a living, have a job, perhaps in an industry that you don't really believe in, or for a company who, doesn't really care about you as a person, but sees you as kind of an object to utilize to make money for the owners or the shareholders, but yet you can make a really good living going into that profession or doing that. For many years, I have worked with people that were very successful pursuing money and for-profit businesses, and yet they wanted more meaning and fulfillment. In fact, many of my coaching clients over the years at the Stagen Leadership Academy, truth be told, the vast majority of them were multimillionaires and very successful in terms of money and profits, but they were looking to become more conscious and have more meaning and fulfillment. And more recently, in the last couple of years, I've really been focusing on helping my friends who put purpose first, meaning and fulfillment first, but they also want to have a positive impact, and they want to be successful helping others, and they want to experience the economic sustainability and the financial prosperity that comes with having a positive impact in a more scalable way. And so that is going to be the focus of this video. What does it take to not choose between meaning and fulfillment or money and success, but to pursue both simultaneously? Meaning and money, success and fulfillment. Many of our coalition members are already doing this, and here's just a handful, from ministers in California to entrepreneurs and inventors in Colorado, to physicians, to wellness coaches in Sweden, an artist in Great Britain, an author in Scotland, a consultant in Montreal, a leadership expert in Hong Kong, a martial arts instructor in Tel Aviv, Israel. We have people from 5 continents around the world, from just about every industry you can imagine, and what they have in common is they want to have a positive impact. They're conscious entrepreneurs, and they also want to be successful doing it. In this video, you will learn key principles for successfully, sustainably scaling your positive impact to more people. We will begin to move beyond mere concepts and strategies and get to the work of actually building out the tangible elements of your platform. You'll gain some clarity about which business assets you want to install next in your platform to help you accelerate growth. You'll discover the options that are available and some new ways to get these components installed quickly and inexpensively. And finally, you'll get your own platform blueprint, which is available as a download, that you can use to design or expand your own platform for positive impact. I'd like to begin by summarizing some of the key principles that conscious entrepreneurs use to scale their positive impact. First, strategic advocacy. Conscious business people have a point of view. We have a perspective. We have a worldview. We have a way of seeing things. And we want to be advocates. We want to positively influence others with our point of view. So we often refer to that, of course, as advocacy. But it's not merely enough just to be an advocate. We need to be strategic with our advocacy. And as we'll see, with the various components of the platform that I'm going to describe in this video, there's a way to kind of select and choose carefully where you advocate, how you advocate, with whom do you advocate, and how you can do that in a way that has a much larger impact. The next principle is contact and connection. As conscious entrepreneurs, we value relationships and we value making contact with people, and we value those connections. For many of us, however, we may not have a very systematic way to do that, or a way to do that that's very sustainable, much less scalable. And so we'll see that we need some elements in our platform that allow us to make contact with others in an efficient way and to establish and maintain a connection with others over time. And that leads naturally to the third principle, which is long-term relationship. As conscious entrepreneurs, we think in terms of relationship. Who are the people that we want to help, and how can we help them, and how can we be in relationship with them and support them over the long haul? So we'll see this principle of long-term relationship coming into play in many of the components that we'll talk about in this video as part of your platform for positive impact. And the fourth principle is leveraging technology platforms. So we live at a very exciting time in which there's new technology options coming out really monthly, and quite a few significant innovations coming out annually. And so things that used to take months or at least weeks can be done in hours now. And so there are many ways that we can leverage emerging technology to allow us to scale our positive impact in a way that is efficient and allows us to have economic sustainability. Many of the things that entrepreneurs used to do that required a large staff, required thousands of dollars, or as I said, required weeks of time, can now be done literally in a few hours with a very small staff, or no staff, or a few outsourcers that work inexpensively for you overseas. And so part of what we're doing here in the Conscious Business Coalition is vetting these technology platforms and then helping you understand strategically how you can put them into service of having that positive impact that you want to have. So let's move into the real meat of this video, which is designing your platform for positive impact. So here on this slide, you see one of the pages from the platform blueprint that you'll be able to download and work with to design your own platform and or to expand your platform. The first of the 7 components we're going to review in this video is your compelling offering. Second is your list building mechanism. Third, your channel strategy. Fourth, your multicasting methodology. Fifth, your relationship funnel. 6, your digital delivery system. And finally, 7, your customer care system. So let's talk about your compelling offering. If you're watching this video, that tells me that you're a conscious person and a conscious entrepreneur, or a person who's wanting to start a conscious business and that you have something to offer to the world. You have some offering. You have some gifts. Perhaps you have some knowledge and skills. There are people that you want to help. And one of the things that's super important in order to have a scalable business and to have a platform for positive impact is that your offer has to be compelling. So what makes an offering compelling? Well, the answer that comes to mind first and foremost may surprise some listeners. I think the answer is love. If you think about amazing offerings from companies that are really compelling, there's a lot of love that goes into those products and services. The people providing those products and services love what they're doing. They love to help people, and they love to make a difference in the way they're doing it. So what I'd like for you to consider is, who do you love to help? Get really clear on who it is that you love to help and what it is that you really love to help them do, and how do you love to help them. Now, in order to make your offering more compelling, it's very important that you really consider how well do you understand those people that you love to help. The more you understand, the more you love them, then the more you can make your offering compelling. How do they struggle? What are their pains? What are their aspirations? And by getting really clear about what help they need or what goals they're really committed to, then it can help you craft your offering in a way that makes it optimally compelling for the people that you want to help. Once you have clarity on the answers to these questions, then your compelling offering is about inviting your prospects to accept your specific solution for solving their big problem or helping them achieve their big goal in a tangible way. So I want you to consider, how can you make your offers more compelling by being more specific and by really getting to the heart of the matter and really helping people in a very specific way solve their problems or accomplish their goals. Now let's talk about your list building mechanism. In order to have a platform for positive impact, you must have a list of people that are interested in your advocacy, in your message, in your point of view, and in what you have to offer. And so we often refer to this as a mailing list, but especially with all the advantages of using technology today, this becomes one of the most important components in your platform for positive impact, your list building mechanism. So here's how you design, create, or expand your list building mechanism. You have to have a free, valuable gift. In the industry, sometimes it's referred to as a lead magnet. And it has to be appealing to the people you want to help. So you can see how this is naturally building from having your offering be more compelling. Next thing you're going to need is some kind of what I call engagement pages, and some people call these lead pages or landing pages or opt-in pages so people can opt into your mailing list. And obviously the whole point of this is people can obtain that free gift that you're offering and get on your mailing list and give you their email address, and that free gift may be available immediately to view a video and or to download some type of valuable information or tool or solution or report that's tied very specifically to what they care about and the goal they're trying to achieve or the problem they're trying to solve. Now, you have to have an email marketing system that integrates with these engagement pages and manages your email lists. And some of you already have this, and this is already set up, and there's a way to scale that up and make it more sophisticated. And some of you are still in the process of setting this up. So this is an absolutely essential component of your platform. Just to give you a couple of examples of engagement page systems, lead pages, my personal favorite, There's one called Megaphone that Kajabi recently brought out. There's one called Premise, available from Copyblogger, and then there's a WordPress plugin for landing pages called OptimizePress. And in terms of examples of email services, you're probably already familiar with these, but these are platforms such as iContact, MailChimp, GetResponse, and Constant Contact. The next component in your platform for positive impact is what I call your channel strategy. So what is a channel? Well, if you may recall from our Conscious Business Canvas that a channel, we refer to them as connection channels. It's where you find and connect with the people that you love to help. So some of the questions that we ask in the Conscious Business Canvas about channels and to develop your channel strategy include: how do the people that you want to help learn about your advocacy? And how do they find out about your compelling offers and how you're able to help them? These are your channels. If they're looking for help, if they're kind of actively searching or seeking answers to their questions or solutions to their problems, where do they go to search? How do they go about seeking those answers? Now, the reason that I refer to it as your channel strategy is you really have to be strategic. You have to be smart about this. You have to be choosy. You don't have an unlimited budget. You really can't afford to waste, money or energy or time in channels that are less likely to have a positive return on investment. And at the same time, there may be, in fact, I would argue there almost certainly are some channels that with a modest amount of setup and energy and maybe either no investment or a very small investment of dollars, you could actually tap into an entirely new channel. And most of the members of the Conscious Business Coalition that our conscious business coaches are working with only have maybe 1 or 2 or 3 channels, and they're just enough maybe to get by, but there's usually 2 or 3 additional channels that would be very suitable to really help you increase the number of leads and people that are interested in what you're doing, build your mailing list, and ultimately more customers. And so there really is a great opportunity here, and you need to be strategic. Some of the channels are going to be best suited for your unique gifts and passions, as well as the specific demographic and psychographic of the people that you're seeking to help. And other channels, not so much. They're not so well suited. So that's why it's important to be strategic about your channel selection. So I do want to give you a few specific examples of channels to get your thinking started in this area, and also to consider some new ones that you're not currently using. Of course, I should mention traditional retailers and or wholesalers. So if you're a manufacturer, or if you have a particular type of service that you offer, that you partner with other organizations and they handle the marketing and distribution for you, then that's a channel. The sales channel is a very common channel that you may want to consider or expand depending on if that's appropriate for your business. Now, if you have a website, you may be already tapping into the search engine channel. So people searching on the web in the major search engines like Google and others are typing in keywords, looking for information, and they may find your website that way. Now, depending again on your situation, search engine optimization or SEO may or may not be an area that you want to expand and invest more time and energy into. Now, email marketing and affiliate marketing obviously refers to using email and sending out messages and having people subscribe to your email list. Now, this would obviously include newsletters and things of that nature. And so if you're not using email marketing in some form or fashion, you may be missing out on a lot of the leverage that's available for your platform for positive impact. While email may not be your primary focus, and it probably shouldn't be your only focus, I really think that it's super important to have email marketing as part of your channel strategy. Affiliate marketing obviously is when you have other people that have large mailing list who are inviting the people on their mailing list to check out your compelling offering, and they receive a referral commission or an affiliate commission when people become your customers. Web advertising is another channel. So this would be paid advertising on the web, ads on websites, sponsoring other websites that have a following of the type of people that you want to help. There are pay-per-click ads in the search engines and so on. Then there's social media, and there's two kinds. There's free social media marketing, which takes time and energy, but doesn't cost dollars. And then, of course, there's paid social media advertising. And many of the social media platforms, including LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, etc., provide opportunities to do both. Amazon.com is a search engine for buyers. Google is a search engine for free information. So people that are searching in Amazon are looking to buy things. And so if you put your products in Amazon, that's a channel. And if you have information about what you do and your compelling offering and how you help people and your point of view, your advocacy, if you convert that information into Amazon ebooks, and you can either offer them for free in Amazon or inexpensive, then the millions of people that search and the hundreds or thousands or whatever it ends up being that buy your free or low-cost Kindle ebook, they have an opportunity then to get on your mailing list and to learn about what you do. So Amazon.com is a phenomenal channel that can provide a terrific return on investment once you make the initial investment to set up your ebook and get it in there. Now, iTunes is another phenomenal channel. Again, millions and millions of users. And so the iTunes store has podcasts. And so now on iOS devices, iPads and iPods and iPhones, there are free podcasts available. And so once again, those folks that are searching for keywords around a topic because they have an interest, those people can find your podcast. And a few years back, it was expensive and difficult to set up podcasts, and because of the principle of leveraging technology, it has become now easier and easier every year that's gone by, and now there's some very easy ways to quickly set up podcasts and get them out there. So once again, a little bit of effort to set it up, but once you invest in that channel, you can generate a lot of interest. And finally, mobile apps. So having a mobile app for iOS devices, iPhones, iPads, and so on, and Android devices, Android tablets, Android phones, is now accessible to more people than it ever was before. Even just a few years ago, it was thousands or tens of thousands of dollars to create a decent app. Now there are ways to do it for under $1,000, and we have ways to show you how to do that in the coalition for sure. Now let's talk about multicasting your advocacy. So we've already established that conscious entrepreneurs and conscious business people are advocates. You have a point of view that you want to share. I use the term multicasting to refer to broadcasting your message across multiple mediums, multiple channels, either at the same time or efficiently and effectively and easily. It's now possible and relatively easy to repurpose your content that you create in one channel or for one medium, and then broadcast that message out to thousands of people across multiple channels. So this is an enormous source of leverage for conscious entrepreneurs and conscious advocates. So for example, let's say that you have blog articles either on your own blog or you are a guest poster on other people's blogs. So that generates interest. You have a certain idea, a certain message, some aspect of your advocacy. But when you're using a multicasting methodology, you don't stop there. You then put those same blog articles out onto the social media pages. So you'll probably have a LinkedIn blog if the people that you're wanting to help are on LinkedIn. You can post to Twitter, so the people that are following you on Twitter know about your new blog post, either on LinkedIn or on your blog, on your website. Of course, you should have a Facebook fan page for your business, so you can post it there. But we don't stop there either. We find ways to repurpose that content to create helpful, informative videos to post to YouTube. So you can take a blog, put a few PowerPoint slides together with a few key points, and either record yourself reading the blog or speaking to those key points, and put those videos on YouTube. And again, a few years ago, that was rather difficult and time consuming, but now there's software and tools to do it quite easily, and you can also get help from outsourcers on sites such as Odesk that will take your audio recording, perhaps a recording of a presentation you gave, a speech you gave, or a talk. Any type of audio can be fairly easily translated into a video by adding some PowerPoint videos, and you don't even have to do this yourself. You can pay people $3 or $4 an hour overseas to do that if you prefer. Another thing that you can do, you're starting to see how these things are tying together now, is if you have blogs and if you create any audio recordings and or videos, then you can put out a monthly podcast, audio or video podcast. And then once again, now that's another channel that you're tapping into. But the point is that across these, it's many of the same messages. It's your point of view. It's the things that you're passionate about that you want to share, but you're repurposing the content in a way that's efficient and effective. You can also have your talks transcribed fairly inexpensively, and then you can edit those into Kindle ebooks. So here again, now you're tapping in to that channel, and it may be a lot of the same ideas expressed in slightly different ways. You can even, as I said earlier, now inexpensively create a mobile app that integrates the multiple streams of content, pulling in your blog post, pulling in your podcast, pulling in the videos that are on YouTube, even post on Facebook into an iPhone or an Android app, tablet or telephone, that then is available to millions of people. So this is what we refer to as your multicasting methodology. Now, it's very important. Don't feel kind of intimidated by people that already have like 5 or 6 of these going and they have the system set up. You may get there at some point. It may be right around the corner. That might be a year or two away. But even if you begin to leverage maybe 3 of these, and you get in the habit of posting multiple places, turning that into a video, and so on, then you can really begin to take advantage of this highly leverageable component of your platform. Now, let's talk about your relationship funnel. So if you are going to be an advocate, which you are, and you are reaching more and more people with your message, and people are interested in your point of view and interested in what you're doing, and then some people ultimately want to get on your mailing list and stay in contact with you, and some of those people might want to deepen the relationship in some way. This is what we call a relationship funnel, and it needs to be kind of intelligently designed, and you want it to be efficient and kind of smart. So in terms of designing or expanding your relationship funnel, one of the great things about this component is it really emphasizes the principle of long-term, mutually beneficial relationships. It's a process enabled by technology that helps facilitate the deepening of relationships with customers over time. We transcend the transactional nature of what has been conventionally and traditionally referred to as marketing funnels. But we want to retain certain key functions and functionality that actually work. We just want to do it in a conscious way, in an authentic way, and in a high integrity way. So here's how a relationship funnel works for those of you that are less familiar with one. At the top of the funnel, this is where people get exposure to you and your business and your work through your advocacy. The idea of a funnel is that a percentage of people from each level higher in the funnel go to the next deeper level in the funnel. So at the next level in the funnel, we refer to this as initial engagement. So this is where you make contact with the person and you form a connection with the person. And it's a connection that is a sustainable connection because they exchanged their email address with you and now you can stay in touch with them. At the next level of the funnel, this is their initial purchase. So this is when the relationship becomes more intimate. This is when the exchange of value goes from just time and energy by reading your blog post or checking out your advocacy and reading your emails when they come in. Now there's an exchange of monetary value. There's a dollar exchange, which represents life energy that they've worked for. And so it's ideal if you make that initial purchase low price and very low risk. Make it easy to have the relationship progress. And then some percentage of those people ultimately purchase your core offering, the main thing that you're about. And some percentage of those people become repeat customers and loyal customers. And finally, some percentage of those people become the customers that you're most intimate with. These are the people that are investing the most time and energy and money with you. So I'd like to offer a few tips for your relationship funnel. First, think long term. Invest in your relationships with your customers over the long haul. Don't think of just making a transaction or making a purchase or selling your current offering. Think about how you're going to be in relationship with this person and these people for many years to come. Next, make sure your funnel has a minimum of 3 levels and more is better. Identify where a level is missing or weak and fix that immediately. And make sure there is a smooth, easy way for people to move through the funnel over time as they deepen their relationship with you. Now, let's talk about your digital delivery system. While not all of your offerings lend themselves to a digital expression, some of your knowledge, expertise, and experience can be translated into digital content that can help your customers. Today's consumers are used to purchasing apps on their smartphones and or downloading software on their computers and getting instant gratification from not all, but many of their purchases. So there's a terrific opportunity to leverage technology by expanding your offerings to include more of them that are digitally delivered and provided. Your digital delivery system allows you to take advantage of some amazing new technology platforms that are now available. For example, online courses or conference call-based coaching or mastermind groups, ebooks, training videos, even mobile apps. Now, some of the resources that make this quite easy and inexpensive to accomplish include things like Maestro Conference, Kajabi, membership site plugins for WordPress, Wistia, which is a video platform, and mobile app developers that allow you to deliver text, video, and audio and allow your customers to interact with you via their mobile devices. Next is your customer care system. Today's consumers are accustomed to fast and efficient service that's streamlined and oftentimes automated using technology systems. Without having an organized, electronically enabled system to track your customers' interactions with your business, the relationship is unlikely to fully thrive. So a good customer relationship management system of some kind allows you to manage the details of these super important relationships in a conscientious way. So I'm often asked, which is the best customer relationship management system, often known as CRM in the industry? And the answer is, the best one is the one that you will use. Seriously, it's the one that you're going to use. And so getting one that you don't enjoy and that isn't user-friendly or appealing, that you don't experience it as easy and quick to use, isn't going to help. And so it's very important that you're selective about which one you use. And there are many options available, many more than ever before. So there are dedicated CRM systems, which I call them customer care systems instead of customer relationship management. And there are also many CRM features being built into popular online business tools and platforms. So here again, thanks to the very fast pace of technology innovation, you have lots of good options available for you. And again, many of them are super inexpensive, and some are even free. Some examples include Salesforce.com, which you're no doubt already familiar with, Infusionsoft, which is kind of a professional grade solution for companies that need it. Entreport is a little bit like Infusionsoft, and then Instant Customer. Also, many email marketing platforms have some CRM functions built in, so things like iContact, GetResponse, and Constant Contact. You can even use your WordPress website as a CRM if you install a CRM plugin, and there are many to choose from. The main idea here is to make sure that you're doing something to take good care of these customer relationships and use some type of technology tool that suits the stage of growth of your business and your own preferences. Now, I want to really encourage you to start where you are and expand your platform over time. So you have a gift to give, and you're already having a positive impact, most likely. It's really a question of scale. So use the platform you currently have and invest time and energy into expanding that platform over time. When you develop your platform to the next level, you can reach and help more people in the world, and that is going to lead to more customers, more revenue, more options for you, and more rewards. And as you continue to invest in your platform and scale it up, with a platform that's scalable, you will then enjoy the rich satisfaction and fulfillment of all the people that you're helping, and you'll begin to be enjoying the rewards that come with the financial prosperity and having both financial freedom and significance. So remember to download your platform blueprint and begin to decide what stage your platform is at in each of these 7 dimensions, these 7 components of your platform for positive impact. And in those worksheets, we assist you in making some decisions about how you might improve the ones that you want to invest some energy into. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and to benefit from this information and tools that we're providing here in the Conscious Business Coalition. And this is a real calling for us. We're here to serve and to help conscious entrepreneurs around the world by sharing with you some of the how-tos and some of the new strategies and the best practices that we're finding that are really working for our peers in having a positive impact in the world. And I look forward to connecting with you in our next video. Bye for now.